Hello everybody and welcome back to Ace Attorney. So, I tried like 6 different pieces of evidence or so, and this was far from my first guess, but apparently the answer is the wine glass. I have no clue why. I guess Phoenix is going to explain his thought process in a second. This is a wine glass, is it not? Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase was broken, his makeup is all over the floor. These are all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser. Oh, wait, yeah, okay, that is a good point actually. I guess I forgot about that. Well, yes, I see your point. However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. Well, what do y'all have to say? Come on, guys. Well, yes, it is a little peculiar. Yes, isn't it? I thought it was. You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now. Quit looking at me with them big ol' eyes, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth? What is it, Your Honor? Your opinion? You don't need my opinion. Because there is no special meaning to that glass. Edgeworth, come on, man, be a bro. What? Every time he does, like, an action like that, I feel like I have to make a smug noise along with it. It seems wrong to stay silent. It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking. Did it have her fingerprints on it, though? Like, did anyone fingerprint this thing? No, we don't have anything on this. Okay, why not? That does sound very plausible, Mr. Wright. Could Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking? I mean, I probably need to have evidence to back this up, right? The answer's surely no, because it's like, way the fuck over there. Do we have a map of the victim's room? Because, like, you kind of need to step over the body to... Is this the guide map? Okay, yeah. We don't have any other photos. Yeah... I'm just gonna say it's not possible, because that's the... If I appear weak here, the trial is over. I can look for my proof later. Yeah, exactly. For now, I should trust my instinct and point with certainty. They just might fall for it, if you're thought-provoking enough. Okay. The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table. You turned the situation on its head yet again, as usual. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim? Damn. Burden of proof on you now, how's it feel? There's just no way he has any. He's just bluffing, Phoenix. Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it. Look, Phoenix, do you know Edgeworth? You know him, right? Like, he's not just saying shit like you are. You're not thinking hard enough today, right? Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice? I am the noticer. I'm the one who observes. Then, of course it has been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints. Fingerprints? What are those? There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass. Only one? Well, whose were they? Excuse me. They were not the victims nor the defendants. Rather, they were of one Adrian Andrews. What? Shit. Okay, well, you might have told me that sooner. That is why I said the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright? You know, I'm getting the feeling that this might be a repeat case of, like, whoever discovered the body first is not actually the person who discovered the body first, because I'm not convinced that Juan Corridor was the first person to see Celeste Impax's suicide, and I'm also not convinced Andrews was the first to see the body. Although, obviously the first person to see the body would be the murderer, and she could be, but probably not, right? Ugh, I can't believe I fell into another trap. I'm so clumsy. Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Corrier. Oh my god, I thought she had like, what's the name? Is it Captain Marvel? Ms. Marvel? The girl with like the boob window from the Marvel comics or whatever? Okay, also, this is a better look at the button. It does look like it was actually concave, so makes sense. But upon seeing the dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser. What you just said makes a lot of sense. The hell it does. Now do you see, Mr. Wright? Is that how you meant to read it? Tusk tusk? You can't change any part of my scenario, as it explains everything all too well. I'm just too good at explaining things. I've thought long and hard, this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show the answer I've come to discover. Wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict. No I haven't. Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet. I'm the one in charge of this courtroom. The prosecution is yet another witness we would like the court to hear from. Another witness? Yes. Oh shit. Bailiff, please bring in the next witness! Please, for the love of God, don't. What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking? It's gonna be Lotta or Old Bag, and I'm not ready for it. What is he thinking? Oh boy! Great! Oh no, we can't have these two in the same room. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. Hello? Witness, your name and occupation, She got me fair and square! Gotcha! I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier. No, Edgy boy, it's been what, a year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me. I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet? It was the Wicked Witch of the witness stand! I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today I'm going to tell you anything and everything, even things that I don't have to do with the terrible crime. Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all this court needs to know. Oof, shush! Is she actually firing stuff? I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right now. Don't interrupt us, Gramps. Yes, madam. No, please by all means interrupt her, please. Anyway, witness your testimony, please. It's true what they say, that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now then, what should I start with? The murder, please? The witness was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Oldbag? It was a great job being able to see my dearie Juan. It was always too much for my little heart to handle. You mean you were a fan of the victim? Look, everyone is crazy over that on guard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. They're the same age, bro. I'm only interested in a real man, Juan Corrida. But those two were the same age. Look, yeah, we're on the same wavelength today. Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night. Very well. Please tell the court what you... Why was it so slow? Please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder. Leave it to me, Edgy Poo. Oh, disgusting. Let's harass Edgeworth now. As a treat. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went around to pace in the hallway in front of his room. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was on guard, Matt on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. You sure repeat yourself a lot. So Mr. On Guard came out from the victim's room. Good for him. See, it has to be him. He's the murderer. No comment. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay. I'll do that. What you witnessed. Okay, after the ceremony, I went to pace around the hallway in front of his room, as one is wont to do. Ms. Oldbag, what was your post on that night? The lobby. I was supposed to help set up the stage for that trifling show, but I don't give a shit. I said fuck work, but I refused to help, I'll have you know. It was for that lead-headed samurai show. I even took out a few of the nails. Girl, maybe it was a good thing the show didn't go on. Yeah, God, you're gonna cause a workplace accident. No wonder everyone she's a fan of dies. Besides, that manager with the glasses seemed to be working hard at it without me. That's not her job. So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little. And that's when you went to hang around the victim's door? I guess. Okay, she was interested in finding out. Okay, probably about the tabloid. Something you're interested in? And just what was that? It's not some little thing I can just go around telling everyone, you know. It's top secret between me and Juan. Oh, energy, of course. Mr. Edgeworth, what is this thing she was interested in? I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor. Gossip? If this has something to do with the case, then you can append it to your testimony. Looks like we shouldn't force it right now. Why not? And did the witness stay in the vicinity of the victim's door the entire time? Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. You were not on the job, you said fuck work. Oh, then would you tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Corrida's room? I have no idea! I wasn't born so I could count for things for those who didn't pay attention in class. What are you talking about? That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really am. Yes, well, that would explain why your age was not recorded in the report. Yeah, I just realized, like, I have no idea how old she is, because I think that was a thing. Yeah, her age is question marks. She doesn't fucking know. I mean, we definitely have her birth date somewhere. We can just do the mathematics. In any case, the witness then saw someone, correct? Yeah. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of Paul Juan's room. Who in the world was that? I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The man that came out of Juan's room, he was... Yes, he was. Oh, I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud. No, I wouldn't give to have Franziska's whip about now, I'm saying. Well, I guess I can tell you since he was such a bad boy anyway. You are repulsive. What? God! Enigmatic old woman! You saw my client? Are you sure about that? Yesy. Really? Annoying brat. When I say I saw someone, I saw that person! Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Maybe to avoid a mess like last year, I should delve into this a bit further. I mean, she probably saw the person's face. What about his clothes? Was he wearing the hakama? Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail. What a troublesome man you are, really, as if something like that matters. It matters! But it does. What was it? Oh, yes, it was that thing. What thing? That gaudy thing he's always wearing, that racing jacket. Boom! You done fucked up. He was wearing that at the detention center too. That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men! Good lord. Right. So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way? It was very important, Your Honor. He was not wearing the hakama with that jacket, unless, like, we're missing out on his full-body portrait and he's secretly wearing hakama there. Objection! Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important. Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Smug? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket be appended to her testimony. I don't quite see where you're going with this, but alright, witness. Ah, well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must. He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. Well, motherfucker. How about you take this? Miss Oldbag. What? Don't say my name for no reason! Do you know what this is? It's a button number 2 on Jammin' Ninja's costume! Wait, they're numbered? Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance. Wait, yeah, that's a good point. Give it here! Give it here! If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this! Wow. She really is a die-hard fan to want a button covered in blood. Are you kidding me? That would go for like for $1 bajillion on eBay. This button was discovered on Mr. JynxGod's body during a full body search. In his pants. See? See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal on guard. Well, no, it was caught up on the pleats of his nickel samurai hakama pants. See? See? And on guard is the nickel samurai. I'm connecting the dots. I connected them. Witness. You didn't connect shit. It may just be me, and I do have an active imagination. But just now, didn't you say that the defendant met on guard was wearing his usual racing jacket?
You know, suddenly I don't feel like talking anymore. I'm so sorry.
Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I wore the trendiest dress, then maybe you think I was the most gorgeous woman ever, but instead I have to put up with this ridiculous looking outfit. The goals are hideous, right? I've got a tape recorder stuck on my chest. Let me go, it's heavy, so heavy I wish we could have switched to CDs ages ago. But I'm keeping that dream alive for all those kids out there. I work hard with a smile on my face, you understand? Now take a look in the mirror. Your clothes are about as interesting as documentary and curling. You should take a trip or 10 for edgy proof. He's got style. I'm amazed I caught up with that. Now hold your tongue still. I'm getting his voice mixed up. I fucked my shit up. Now hold your tongue still there for 1 second. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. On Guard, the man, but Mr. On Guard, the nickel samurai? Wait, did she? But she said she saw him in the racing jacket. Also, this song goes, but when you think about it. No, old bag. Clarify. They're really one and the same anyway. You made this mistake last time. Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about.
Nenji-Poo, do you really think so too?
Well, it might be something worth thinking about. Just say it's important and agree with me for a change. God, these two would be insufferable in, like, domestic arguments. Like, presenting evidence over, like, washing the dishes and shit. Can you imagine? Witness, think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify. All right, if you insist. I should be the one sighing, not you. God. You're a nightmare, woman. I'm sorry, women. Oh God, yes, now I remember. The nickel samurai, that's right, it was the nickel samurai that I saw. Wait, but you said you saw he was wearing his racing jacket. Am I going crazy? Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. You contradicted yourself crazy style. I knew it. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume. What? Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things. But the possibility does exist. Nah, young'uns today. I told you, there's no way it was anyone else. Don't you realize that every costume is DNA coded to one person, and if a different person puts it on, it kills them instantly? How'd you know that? Because I said so. And what I say is the truth. At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Someone has to. Who I saw. Okie doke. Oh God, yes, now I remember. Actually, I'm gonna press on that because there's like nothing to that statement. There's nothing here. Would you please get on with your testimony? What's your language, young man? What sort of tone is that to take with an elder? My youthfulness isn't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything. I'm suddenly very glad we pressed. If you keep on barking at me like that, I'll start singing at the top of my lungs and then you'll be fucking sorry. What? A striking figure by the sea, standing all alone is he. He's the nickel samurai. She's actually singing. Someone help my poor ears. I like how they have to put the helmet on because they didn't want to do her a singing sprite. Mr. Edgeworth, can you please do something about this racket? Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later if you'll be good and stick to just the facts. Okay! You promise, right? Right. I'll be sending the bill for chewing gum to your office at a later date. I'm very glad I pressed. Remind me to send you a thank you note later too, Edgeworth, old chum. This is so petty. Alright, the courtroom drama is getting good. It's getting juicy. Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not? Yeah, that's the part I'm stuck on. Not too long ago? Then let me ask you this. When you were itty bitty, what was your grand dream? Don't ask me that. Just answer the question. Huh? What do you want to be when you grow up, whippersnapper? My dream, huh? Well, it was to be a lawyer. Well, I wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public's court. What? Sorry, what? See? And look where you are now. You're not Judge Wagner, are you? Are you? Well, what I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that? The now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past. You can't give me a call-out post. I simply can't read it. Since when did court become theatrics over testimonies? Since day one, Phoenix. All that matters is that man was inside the costume. Isn't that enough? Maybe. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. Not really. It's kind of bulky and it's got a head mask. And why would that be? That way no one could see his face, of course. But you assumed it was him because you were in the costume. Girl, your story makes no sense. But there's still no advantage for him that I could see. In fact, you'd think the costume would make him stand out all the more. You are such an annoying child, you know that? You disagree with everything I say. Isn't that what you're always doing to me? I got it! Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change in and out of his costume. Okay, well, you're just throwing theories at the wall and seeing what sticks. Good to know. Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show? Well, all the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing. And that included the German ninja? Of course it included him. That's why when On Guard came out of dear Juan's room, I didn't give it a second thought. I see. Well, anyway. Alright, well that was weird. So he must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. I feel like this is the one. So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, it really was the nickel samurai? As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning? Can I throw in the towel yet? You don't need to think too hard on this one. Huh? There's a contradiction in her testimony, and it's sitting in plain sight. Well, I'm sorry, I'm blind. The question is, what that contradiction means for us. Well, I have to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay. Please just tell me, Maya's... Maya's gonna die. Alright, he had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime. Well, Mountain Guard didn't really know that was happening, so... I can't remember the timing of things happening. And... I don't know, I think it was in the lobby. It's probably this, right? Or the photo of the nickel samurai, I'm assuming? Strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife. Wait. Hold on. The costume has gloves, right? Surely. Wait, yeah! Bro! Hold on! No! No! Hold on! I don't know if this is the statement to present it on, though. Okay. But there were... But... Yeah! Oh, I'm so smart. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. My brain is massive. It takes up all my body volume. I'm a Dalek. Please look at this.
Yeah, so it's a knife. Big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work.
No, that's... I'm not threatening you. It's not my intention at all. That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct? Yeah, it's not just my own personal knife that I brought to court to threaten old women with. Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case? You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it. Edros, yeah, you worked it out. Is that what you're driving at? That is exactly what I am driving at. What are we driving at? And whose car are we driving? If Mr. Rongat was really in the nickel samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Dude, actually, he would have wiped all the previous fingerprints on this knife right off. There's gloves on the dang costume, genius. And one of them's a mecha arm. Oh, that's right, the nickel samurai wears gloves, doesn't he? You a fan? He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing. Why would you think that? And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? There is no way he would do something like that. However, there was one possibility. Then let's hear your possibility. It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant had no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Also, one moment. Okay, we're all good. Yeah, they were probably just gonna have a great time, which is why he took his gloves off. But the murder still did take place. It's well known that the defendant and the victim had bad blood between them, which is why they were having a nice little chat. They love talking. Yes, I have heard of that. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory? It sucks, Your Honor, so let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this, smiley face. I love that. I love that screenshot. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intentions of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with his theory? He went to the room with no intention of killing him. Yeah, there's a contradiction because he brought the knife with him from his room. This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony. What are you babbling about? Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. JynxGod was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's possible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. Wait, what? What are you talking about? It's impossible. Okay, wait, yeah, because of the knife. He brought the knife with him. This knife. This was used by Mr. JynxGod at dinner. Dinner? Yes, we did establish that. Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Corridor. I suppose. However, you just said it yourself. At the time, the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, why are you calling him that? Your theory was flawed from supposition 1. And one more thing. Oh, just one more thing, then I'll be out of here. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, Columbo, I love Columbo, I should get back to watching it, then there should be glove marks left on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprint should be all over it like bees on a hive. What the fuck are you talking about, right? And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us. Oh, we are solving this case, baby. Order! Order, I say! Order in the court! Was this knife really planted by the killer? Jeff himself? Why would the murderer do such a thing? To frame Matt on guard, right? It's to frame my client, Mr. JynxGod, of course. To frame? Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one? No. Objection! No, I'm not. We just established that the witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife. Witness! Witness!
Looks like I've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Reggie?
Edgeworth noises. Witness, did you or did you not really see the Nickel Samurai?
Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but...
Are you saying you mixed up Mr. JynxGod with the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV? You know, the thing you did in the last case?
But I mean, I can't really do anything about that. Look, I was waiting around from their doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure.
What? She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai? Alright then. Who were you waiting around for then?
That's top secret to anyone outside of security.
I have a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. Juan Corridor. Am I correct, witness?
The way you think you are a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness.
Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of? Thinking, Your Honor. So old Bag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Corridor. That is weird, actually. Maybe Phoenix, maybe the old bag was waiting around for that person. You can't call it that. It's who I think Mia's hinting at. It's certainly possible. Miss Oldbag, you were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you? I'm assuming Adrian Andrews. It wouldn't be Will Powers, right? I'm gonna guess. There's not many other people it could be. Who is this person? This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. JynxGod's manager. But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room? It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor. No, this is... I see. The judge seems to be really into the article. If it can be called such a thing. Oh, we just took a break to a 5-minute recess to let him read the entire article. Then this manager with the initials AA. Are you saying it's... Adrian Andrews? Without a doubt, the witness thought so as well. I read that badly, but that's okay.
Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff.
Good, because we're in court.
Witness, what in the world are you?
Watch out, Phoenix. She's about to blow. I got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling.
I got some information. Some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my...
Oh, you totally stole Lotta's camera, didn't you?
I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course.
But what for?
Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here? I really don't want to do this. Why did I read it like that? However, I cannot simply let this point slide. I would simply let it slide. I see. Very well then. Witness, please testify about this secret information.
Get ready. This is going to take the wind out of you, young'uns. I'm charging my special attack.
Sure, we're all capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old. Secret information. Hey.
That JynxGod is one evil, evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay? You, me, and this entire courtroom and the press covering this court case.
The defendant sent his manager? What a distasteful topic for this court. This is a murder trial, Your Honor.
What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant?
Never heard that one before. Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person? We have looked into this matter, and found that the truth the article proposes is in fact baseless gossip. But should this be true, then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim. So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all. I can't believe it's come to this. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Be careful. Your bag seems rather excited right now.
That's right!
Oh god, she can hear us?
JynxGod is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth.
Well, as the old saying goes, you gotta burn old bags with fire. Jesus Christ. Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. Run into the danger zone. Okay, why not? Okay. He's an evil, evil man. Tell us all about that. You can't say something like that without proof. That's just slander.
But it's true. That woman was getting intimate with poor Juan.
Well, that's really a mark on her than him.
Look, it says so right here, doesn't it? Manager to the stars, Ms. AA.
But the name of the magazine this came from is Gossip Land.
What? Are you saying that gossip is all just a pack of lies? Are you saying that water is wet? What do you know? I suppose next you'll swear to me that the news is 100% truth.
Okay, well, that's fair.
Honestly, Sonny, you can't discriminate between the news and gossip.
Well, news usually has to have sources, usually. But, the Daily Mail exists. Yes, discrimination is bad, Mr. Wright. Fucking screenshot. Discriminate? When did I do anything like that? Mr. Wright has been cancelled. Anyway, on God, you will never get me to say touche. It's got nothing to do with this. Okay. Scandalous. Scandal? What do you mean by that?
You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days?
Well, I didn't have middle school, I'm Australian. No, I wasn't asking what the word scandal means, even I know that much.
Well, that JynxGod thought he could own a monopoly on popularity.
Okay.
So to do that, he sent his own manager to get him close with Juan. Okay.
You don't have any proof that Mr. JynxGod did any such thing.
You must be suffering from shock, the shock of hearing the truth. And now, since you're in so much shock, you can't do anything right.
You're right, I can't do any dash thing, but boy do I wish I could do something about you. Brick. Throw brick at. Brick at head. Apply brick directly to the forehead.
Alright then, Sonny, show me what you got.
Brick.
Can you show me proof that JynxGod didn't bear any ill will towards Juan?
Not really. I mean, I don't think I have anything. Nah. I think that's a trap. I don't have anything to offer.
See? Just as I thought. And you were lecturing me about saying things without proof. You've just given me a free pass to say whatever I want whenever I want, silly boy.
Okay, she's kind of a queen. Me and my big mouth.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. For you, anyway. My cookie vaporizes.
Okay. So, what do you mean by I took action?
Like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came out of Juan's room, I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson. Something you young'uns need.
You were going to teach her a good lesson? Are you, like, confessing to an assault charge?
I was going to make her eat the damaging beans of my ray gun. Like this!
No, stop! The radiation, the 5G!
Well, it was too bad that woman didn't come through the door that night. Oh, and this is top secret. You got that? Nobody else but you and me knows yet, okay? I think my headphones just unplugged. Wait! What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Secret information that no one else knows yet. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information?
Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret! Even if you drill a hole into my brain, you'll never find out!
How in the world did that old bat get such a secret piece of information? Press further. If you don't be a good girl and tell me where you got this secret information, you can't say that to her. She'll only respond to that if it's Edgeworth. You won't get to go home today!
Edgy boy, what are you doing? Help me!
I can't believe that worked. What do I have to do with this?
Just do this for me. You'll get your reward.
I don't want your reward, but you don't leave me much of a choice. I think that's ever happened. The witness could have gotten her information from anywhere. If it's even possible that it was spontaneously made up inside the witness's head. And he lectures me on reckless babbling, blabbering. As long as we don't know where this information came from, it's quite a waste of time to focus on this line of questioning. Why did old Bag get her inside information? There has to be something I can use to figure it out. Sounds like just another tidbit of gossip, doesn't it? But you can't just ignore it either. It makes your client look bad either way. Well, I don't think I heard anything really out of the ordinary just now. There has to be something we can catch her on. Yeah, when I find it, I'm gonna press the heck out of it. It's okay, I already found it. Okay, okay. That's the one. Skipperoo! From me to you. I know so much. I think you did this, so no one else is supposed to know this secret information, comma, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Oldbag?
Why are you looking at me like that? Stop that! Quit looking at me with them big ol' eyes.
Witness! I'm sad to say it, but this is how you found out the secret, isn't it? It's totally the camera, right? Nope, I always do that. I'm trying to do it with the buttons. Oh, wait, that's wrong? Wait, no, that's right! Okay, the music didn't stop immediately, so I was scared. The investigative photographer, Lotta Hart. Oh yes, I remember that mischievous girl. She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself. She reported such a thing? On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her outrageous impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What? Outrageous ideas, you say?
No, I said impressions.
Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless!
It looked like, it looked like his hand turned into the paper.
Ah, that's it, that's the note! Ah. No, you see, this is something completely different! This is my top secret list of groceries to buy!
Then you are the one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm a huge fan of Juan's, that's why. That infamous puffy-head whippersnapper. She's working with that evil on guard. She said so herself. On guard, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written.
Girl.
Poo, you believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine. Bro! Oh my god! Edgeworth! On top of his game today! Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just once. She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her? Fuck no! Kill her! If I let up on her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. Is deafening the word? I guess. Witness! You said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct?
Stole? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from the terrible, lonely trash can, that's all.
You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it!
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
Yes, it's my job. Miss Old Bag, I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole that night. I think you fucking stole this camera as well, dipshit. It's that button, I think. Miss Old Bag, that note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it? A camera? Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over a camera. She kept saying something like, my sweetie 1,600 camera disappeared on me. I can never do the 1,600 thing correctly.
Why, what, witness? What is it, Gramps?
If you have the note, then it's only logical that you have the camera too. Kind of.
Ugh. Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
That's that blue hedgehog again, of all places.
What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know? I still eat meals like you, I fall in love, and borrow things from people.
I think your definition of borrow is a little off.
I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said, Slimebag Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of pictures she'd taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
I don't know about that. Can we put her in jail? Bailiff! Check on this camera's photos. Hurry! We must examine them at once! Yeah, please. Please tell me good evidence that helps us, please. Please, please, please. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have? There is only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case. Please present to the court! Pretty please! I'm begging. Whoa. Okay, he's wearing his hakama. They're not the kind of I imagine there'll be way more folds on it if there were a button could be caught there. This is the Nickel Samurai.
See, I told you, that's the guy I saw.
This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. But she's clearly fucking unreliable because she said he wore a jacket first. Can we dismiss her? What does this mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. JynxGod clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume. Wait, how the fuck does that work then? Surely there's not two of them, right? If that is the case, then this Nickel Samurai is the defendant. I don't know, man. Something's fishy. How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We've examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. The fuck we have? We only just got these photos. Final comments, Mr. Wright? The court will consider them before we close. Yeah, I bet you fucking will. You never do. This is rare. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client? No! This photo really is decisive, then we're done for. If I raise an objection here and blow it, then I'll put Maya's life in jeopardy. Can't make a mistake here. There's like one road out of this mess. And I don't know what it is. This photo that Lotta took. There's... Let me just, have a look at it. I'm really struggling. It's gotta be mismatched with his other photo, surely. Yeah, the metal arm, and the pants, and the shoulder thing, and the trident. Okay. Try and memorize the details here. Surely there's something... It kind of looks like everything's there. And I can't see his opposite arm. Fuck it. I'm gonna save real quick. Which button is it? That one. Doot-doot. 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 There's something strange with it, and I don't know what it is. There's something strange with this photo. Actually, I have an idea. I knew this was coming, right? Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth? Hold on. Okay. So, if I can just... Right, because I'm trying to think about which room he's coming from. Because he could be coming out of his own room. And... Like, I don't see the bathroom signs, so it would be the room on the... well, anyway, that's my thought, is that he's coming out of his own room, not Carter's. I think we can all agree that there is nothing strange with this photo. There is no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster. What the fuck does that mean? Debunk with a bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright? Anyway, please look at the photo one more time. If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct? Oh boy. Well, I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did you take this picture anyway? Yeah, it's all out of focus. Why can't you take a good shot, especially when it counts? Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is strange? Oh boy, okay, I think it's this door, because I think it's the wrong side of the hall. The strange thing is somewhere around here, I think. I fucked up. Somewhere around here, I think. Am I seeing something you all are not? It looks like there was no problem with this photo after all. No, guys, come on! The problem was with the brain of that lawyer, Your Honor. Come on! Wait! You are the one who let your last chance fly away from you, Mr. Wright. Okay. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong. Blah 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 blah. We died. Yep. Oh god, it's so sad. Anyway. Oh boy, this could take a hot minute. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna pause until I find it, and if I don't, then we'll do the other thing. Good news, everyone! I found it. It's face. It's this person here, of course. You mean the Nickel Samurai? And what is wrong with that? I have no idea, Your Honor. At the time of the murder, Mr. JynxGod was in his own room. Which means this Nickel Samurai is a If you think that's all it takes, you should reconsider your choice of occupation. I think it's about time you retired. Well, I'm 24. It looks like there was no problem with this photo after all. What? But he said a different thing! The problem was with the brain of that lawyer, Your Honor. Wait! You are the one who let your last chance fly away from you, Mr. Wright. God damn it! That wasn't it? Okay! I'm getting peeled! Alright, we'll try that again. Jesus. You are shitting me. I looked up a walkthrough, And apparently the answer is the white part of his front left foot. Why? I don't get it. I'm confused. I guess because his shoes aren't visible? I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here. For some reason. Oh, I'm not clicking on it properly. What are you pointing to? His ankles? If you could see this person's ankle, that would be the one thing. However, you can't. And what does that mean? The nickel samurai in this photo could not have been Mr. On Guard because Mr. On Guard has feet! What is the meaning of this? Objection! That's stupid! I wonder if you would care to elaborate with actual facts, that is. Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster. God, I'm a fake fan. Although, oh, okay, I guess because the person's too short. Alright, okay, that makes sense. My bad, everyone. My bad. I'm stupid. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the hakama. His socks. You can see his socks. That harlot. Exactly. However, in this photo, the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his hakama up just to walk. Oh yeah, because his arms aren't super visible. There is only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. I mean, yeah, pretty good. Pretty good argument. Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time. That's curious. Huh? What is? Edgeworth is unusually calm today. Yes, because he doesn't care about, winning every time. Anytime. All the time. He's done some soul searching. He's calm now. He's normal now. That's true. He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride. Along for the ride? What do you mean by that? I can only think that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all. He came out to have a good time, and he doesn't feel like he's being attacked right now. He doesn't feel under attack? Then he's not taking any damage? I mean, I guess that's possible as well. Mr. Edgeworth, where does that leave us? The person in this photo is not mad on guard. Then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless. I thought it would come to this. What? In all caps? Right, I have something I want to ask you. Will you go out with me? I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not mad on guard. In that case, who is this a photo of? I don't fucking know. Who is the person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume? Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think? I mean, I would love to, but I don't know the answer. Yeah, why is he so calm? What's wrong with him? Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph? Okay, process of elimination. Not the top row. Not Edgeworth. Not Will Powers because he's tall. Not Lotta Hart because she took the photo. Could be Juan. Can't be him because we're just arguing it's not. Can't be Wendy, probably. Could be Adrian Andrews or Juan. I'm gonna say Adrian? Adrian Andrews? If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it is none other than this woman. And why would you say that it would be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her? For starters, she's short. And she can freely move in and out of Mr. On Guard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. On Guard that night. And how does that all add up? She stole the fucking knife. Means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. On Guard's fingerprints all over it. The knife that was used as a murder weapon. Why don't you just say what it is you want, right? I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense motions to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. I'm not sure if that's the truth, but we kind of have to, trade a life for a life here. Let's get her executed. Looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor? This court is issuing a how do I say that? Subpoena? I have no fucking clue. Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony. Alright, this is it. This is kind of bad for us. Huh? What do you mean? We're doing great. If Adrian Andrews is summoned to the court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day. One more day? Ah! If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya... Now then, we shall set Ms. Andrews' testimony for tomorrow. What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court. Raise an objection, bro. Now then. Objection! Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today. I can't do that. We cannot hear Ms. Andrews' testimony if she is not... But... I abhor wasting such valuable time. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial. But... we cannot continue due to this unexpected development. Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor, you smug bastard. And what do you mean by that? That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subjugating Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan. All according to Keikaku, even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on. What? Whoa! This is crazy, court. What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth? Ms. Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution lobby. She is the next witness. Oh shit. Everything was planned out in advance by that man? Ooh, that man is on my list. And ooh, that man I want to kiss. Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Ms. Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over. Exactly. Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Just like me. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. And by me, I mean me in real life. The court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Yay! Get your apple fritters and your snacks.
Yes, okay, I was hoping it would be to be continued. Thank God. Please let me save. Yes! Sweet! Alright, that's all I got time for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been having a lot of fun with this. I love Ace Attorney. I love having Edgeworth in the prosecution. Making me so happy. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. And links, Patreon, Coffee, you know the drill. Bye-bye!